God says, "My beloved child, do not let your heart tremble at what you are about to read, but open it with trembling reverence, because heaven itself bends down to whisper into your soul in this very moment." Only 7 minutes are left before something shifts around you. Time itself feels like it has slowed down because heaven is trying to press an urgent revelation into your spirit. Archangel Michael's voice is trembling as he stands at the edge of your life holding a scroll that burns with a light not of this earth. He has waited for this hour, he has cried over you for nights you never knew, and now he is saying, "My child, listen, 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 because a very bad news is moving towards you like a shadow creeping over a valley at sunset." The shadow is not stronger than the light, but it is real, and you must be awake. God is not warning you to terrify you, but to shield you. God says, "Do not skip this, I beg you, not because I am desperate but because you are precious and you must know the truth." Archangel Michael says, "A false accusation has been written against you, not by a stranger but by someone whose voice you once trusted, someone whose tears you once believed, someone who carries your memory in their hands, but now those hands are stained by deception. You cannot believe their name because your mind has always placed them inside a circle of loyalty, yet the circle has been broken." Michael says, "My sword is unsheathed and my wings are spread over you because a legal trap was designed to crush your heart and your reputation at the same time. They wrote papers with your name on them in dark rooms and whispered lies into the ears of people in authority." God says, "I saw it all, nothing is hidden from me." They thought that because you are quiet you are weak, they thought that because you are merciful you are blind. But heaven's eyes are not closed. Heaven has recorded every whisper. You feel the weight of those words, you feel the sting of betrayal even before you know the name. That is why you have been restless in the night, why you felt chills without knowing why your prayers felt heavy. God says, "I am telling you this not to destroy your trust and love but to protect you from a deeper wound. Because your destiny is too great for this false accusation to succeed, but you must align yourself with heaven in these 7 minutes." Archangel Michael is pacing before the throne saying, "Father, let me go to her, let me go to him, let me stand between them and the false judgment." And the Father says, "Go, cover them, and deliver this message." That is why you are reading this now. This is not chance, this is divine timing. God says, "I have placed my angels around you in the very places where people plot against you." Even now, a scribe's hand trembles as he tries to sign a paper that would put you behind bars for something you never did. The ink dries but heaven's wind is blowing over the page, smudging it. The trap they dug will become the evidence of their own guilt. But my child, you must not ignore this message. You must stand, pray, speak truth, and refuse to let fear choke your voice. The one who falsely accused you has a familiar face, they sat at your table, they once called you dear. But in their heart jealousy was planted like a seed, watered by others who whispered poison. They believe that by accusing you they will rise, but in reality they have written a judgment on their own soul. Archangel Michael says, I am showing you this so you can be strong, not so you will be paralyzed. If you knew how many arrows have already been stopped by your prayers, you would fall to your knees in awe. The enemy tried to take you last year, last month, last night, but you are still here because heaven stood guard. This accusation is their last attempt, their desperate throw of the dice before your breakthrough. Because you are about to step into a season of vindication and abundance, the adversary is trying to stain your name. But no stain will remain because the blood of the Lamb speaks louder than the lies of man. God says, I beg you for only 20 seconds to open your heart right now and pray this with me. Father, shield me, reveal to me, protect me from false judgment, stand me on solid ground. Heaven hears you when you whisper it. Heaven responds when you breathe it. Even as you speak it, angels move into position. Papers are misplaced, signatures delayed, evidence discovered that clears your name. God says, I am your defender, I am your advocate, I am the judge who overrules every false judgment. Archangel Michael's voice is loud now, like thunder rolling over a quiet valley. Do not let despair win. Do not assume that because someone close to you turned against you that everyone has. Heaven has not turned against you. Heaven is for you. Heaven is fighting for you. 7 minutes may sound like a countdown to disaster, but it is actually a countdown to revelation. In 7 minutes a message will come, a sign will appear, a confirmation will reach your spirit. You will know that God has spoken to you. You are not reading this by accident. You were drawn here. Your guardian angel guided your eyes. You felt a pull stronger than curiosity. That is because this is not an ordinary warning, this is a divine interception. God is interrupting your day to say, Child, I love you, I see you, I know what was whispered against you, and I will not let you be destroyed. The darkness that moved against you will not prevail. The mouth that lied about you will be silenced. The hands that tried to push you into a pit will find themselves exposed. You will walk out of this season not in shame but in honor, not in chains but in freedom. And when you look back you will know that the very moment you chose to listen, to pray, to trust, was the moment heaven shifted the outcome. God says, keep reading, because the name of the one who accused you will come to you like a whisper, not to crush you but to prepare you. You will recognize the signs. You will see the patterns. You will not be blindsided. I am sending you dreams, confirmations, sudden flashes of insight. You will not be caught off guard. Archangel Michael says, even now I stand at the gate of your life holding the key that no man can take from you. I am blocking the path of the accuser. I am surrounding you with fire. I am writing your vindication in the courts of heaven. Do not fear the earthly court when heaven's court has already ruled in your favor. This is why you feel goosebumps as you read, why your heart beats faster. That is the anointing of truth touching you. God says, you are loved. You are chosen. You are protected. Nothing will happen to you outside of my permission, and I have already decided your freedom. God says, my beloved child, listen to me carefully because this is not like the other moments when you drifted past my voice or treated my words like the wind. This is a moment carved in eternity, a moment that was written before the stars were flung into space. This is why I call you by name today. This is why Archangel Michael has been instructed to stand near you with his sword of light unsheathed, his wings spread wide, his voice trembling with urgency. There are only minutes left in the unseen realm before a chain of events tries to unfold against you. It is as if a storm has been marching across an unseen ocean and now the first drops of rain are at your window. My child, do not let your eyes wander now. Fix them here. I beg you for only seconds of your heart's focus because what is unfolding in the spirit has been hidden from your physical eyes. Michael cries out even now, child, the accusations have already been whispered. The papers have already been moved. The hands of deceit have already tried to sign your name to a crime that is not yours. These are not mere stories. These are things moving in the dark, but you are not alone. Heaven is aware. Heaven is awake. Heaven has not slept over you. The truth is that someone you loved, someone you carried in your heart, has allowed their wound, their envy, or their fear to become a weapon against you. In the secret places they have uttered things that were never true, and those words have traveled faster than arrows. They are trying to form a net for you. But before the net is tightened, I sent this word. Archangel Michael says, there is very bad news moving toward you in the visible realm, but it has already been seen and stopped in the invisible realm if you will listen. He says, it is not a small misunderstanding. It is a dangerous accusation. They have put your name near a dangerous crime. They have gone so far as to sign papers and send messages to people in authority. And yet even as this is happening, heaven has dispatched messengers. Michael stands as a witness that you are not guilty. He stands as a witness that God knows your innocence. But what heaven is asking from you is your heart's full attention. Heaven is asking you not to panic but to anchor yourself in the words you are reading now. This is your shield. My beloved, you are not reading this by accident. It is not a coincidence that in this hour, in this day, you are seeing these words. Your soul cried out for protection. Your spirit cried out for light. And heaven answered with this warning. Hear me, the person who has falsely accused you is known to you. You would not believe their name if I told you now because your heart still sees them as someone dear. That is why Michael trembles as he speaks. That is why his wings are spread and his sword glows. He knows that betrayal has a sting unlike any other sting. He knows that when a loved one turns against you, it can break your breath. But heaven does not reveal to wound you, heaven reveals to deliver you. Even now I say to you, my child, this is not to scare you but to save you. The accuser of your soul has always looked for vessels. He found one close to you, but he cannot succeed because I have drawn a circle of fire around you. I will show you what to pray. I will show you what to say. I will show you where to stand so that the arrows of accusation will pass over you. Do not skip this message. Do not treat it lightly. It is your covering. Michael speaks again. Do you remember the dreams you have had? The strange heaviness in the air around you lately? The unexplained delays? The letters that seemed off? These were signs. You are standing at the edge of something that was meant to crush you, but heaven has arrived first. The enemy thought he would have 7 days to build his case. Heaven has given you 7 minutes to hear and respond. That is why your heart is racing even as you read this. That is why tears are near your eyes. That is why your breath feels different. Heaven is near you. My beloved, I tell you this, you will not go to jail for what you did not do. You will not be punished for what you did not commit. But you must partner with heaven now. This is the moment to lift your heart, to say, God, I trust you. God, protect me. God, guide me. Do not lash out at the one who betrayed you. Do not rush to expose them with your own words. I will expose what needs to be exposed. I will bring light where there is darkness. I will move hearts where there is stone. Your part is to believe and to pray. Michael's tears fall even now. He says, I have guarded this one for many nights. I have stood at their door while they slept. I have deflected attacks they did not even know came near. I have watched them be wounded by words and still keep their hearts soft. But now they must know the truth. Now they must be awake. He says, Child, speak the prayer of light, God of truth, cover me. God of justice, defend me. God of mercy, rescue me from false accusation. Say it even now. Whisper it under your breath. Heaven hears. The one who has accused you sits uneasy even now. Their heart is troubled. They know they have stepped into something dangerous. They feel the weight of what they have done. But their pride, their fear, or the manipulation of others has kept them from stopping. Heaven sees all. Heaven knows the meetings, the messages, the hidden conversations. Nothing is hidden from me. That is why I have sent this word before the outcome. That is why I give you this chance to stand. Do not think it strange that this message finds you now. Do not think it a coincidence. When I move to protect, I move swiftly. When I send Michael, he moves like lightning. He does not come for empty words. He comes for truth. And the truth is this: there is a plot, but it will not succeed. There is a lie, but it will not stand. There is a snare, but it will be broken. You will walk out free. As you read these words, the unseen realm is shifting. Angels are standing at the doors of those who plotted against you. Conviction is entering their rooms. Restlessness is entering their sleep. They are remembering the good you did for them. They are remembering the kindness you showed. They are trembling at the thought of being exposed. Heaven is moving. You are not forgotten. My child, I am with you. I am the God who parts seas. I am the God who shuts the mouths of lions. I am the God who turns accusations back on the accuser. I am the God who takes what was meant for evil and turns it for good. Do not faint. Do not fear. Do not think that the darkness is winning. It is not. Archangel Michael's voice rises. 7 minutes. 7 angels around this one. 7 lights around this house. 7 flames on the altar of prayer. Heaven has surrounded them. Heaven has spoken. Heaven has intervened. They will not be swallowed by this accusation. He is not a messenger of vague comfort. He is a warrior who has seen battles in realms you cannot imagine. When he speaks, it is because the time is real. This is why, beloved, you feel the weight of these words. This is why you feel something stirring inside you that is bigger than mere reading. It is heaven's presence. It is heaven's rescue. It is heaven's answer to the cry you did not know how to pray. It is my love for you expressed in warning, in comfort, in strategy. Now lift your head. Breathe deeply. Say in your heart, I am covered. I am defended. I am not alone. Let the peace begin to wash over you even now. Let the trembling turn into strength. Let the fear melt into faith. Because even though a loved one has turned against you, your true lover, your true father, your true friend has not. I have not. I am here. You will see a sign. In the coming hours you will receive a message, a shift, a confirmation. It will not be dramatic to others, but you will know. It will be heaven's fingerprint on your day to show you these words were real. When that sign appears, thank me. Whisper a prayer for the one who accused you. Release them into my hands. Do not carry bitterness. It is heavy. Let me carry justice. Let me carry exposure. Let me carry the weight. Michael speaks one more time before you move on. Child, keep your heart pure. Keep your hands clean. Do not respond to the false accusation in anger. Stand in truth. Heaven is your advocate. Heaven is your defender. Heaven will do what no lawyer can do, what no friend can do, what no argument can do. He lifts his sword. It glows with a fierce light. He plants it in the ground beside you. It is the sign that heaven has drawn a line. This is only the beginning of what heaven wants to say to you. This is part one of the message. If you want the rest, the full unfolding of what God and Archangel Michael are saying, the prayers to speak, the vision of what is happening behind the scenes, the revelation of who and why. My child, listen carefully, because the sound of these words is not an accident. You were brought here not by chance but by the very whisper of heaven itself. I have been sent to you with a trembling urgency, with a cry from the throne room, with a pulse of warning and a breath of hope, and I am telling you, there is only a very small window left for you to hear this. 7 minutes, says the Lord, 7 minutes, says the one who formed the stars, 7 minutes, says the Archangel who stands at the gates with a sword of fire, and in those 7 minutes the doors between what is hidden and what is revealed are swinging wide. You have been lied to, my beloved. You have been accused falsely. And the name behind that accusation will stun you, because it is not the name of a stranger but of someone who once called you their own. But do not tremble, because even in the shadow of this, there is light. Even in the coldness of this betrayal, there is a heat of redemption. Even when the sound of punishment is being whispered on earth, the sound of protection is being shouted in heaven. Do not skip this. Do not look away. Do not scroll past it as if it were just words on a screen, for I tell you, these are not mere words. They are cords being thrown down from the highest tower of heaven to pull you out of the pit before the pit swallows you. You have been caught in the crossfire of jealousy and rage. You have been marked by the envy of those who could not destroy you with their hands, and so they tried to destroy you with their tongues. They went into dark rooms, they signed papers, they gave false testimonies, and they crafted a story of a crime that never came from you. They have spoken your name into the ears of authorities. They have said things about you that were not true. And the hour is short. Archangel Michael is standing here. He has been fighting for you even as you slept. He has stood in the courts of heaven, presenting your case, defending your innocence, shouting out to the judge of all that you have been slandered. And heaven has listened. Michael has cried for you, he has wept, because even the strongest warrior of heaven can feel sorrow when a child of God is ambushed with lies. He has been trying to get your attention. He has sent signs. He has placed warnings in your path. But you have not always listened, not because you are bad, but because you are overwhelmed, because the noise of the world has drowned out the trumpet of heaven. But now, in this moment, in this 7-minute window, the trumpet sounds louder than the noise. God says, "My child, my beloved, I do not come to you to frighten you but to awaken you." The accusation is real, but the crime is not. The betrayal is real, but the verdict is not sealed. You stand on a line between what your enemies planned and what heaven will do. You stand in a moment where your destiny can either be stolen by their lies or defended by your faith. And I am telling you, as surely as I breathe these words into you, that you have not been forgotten. You are not alone. You think of the one you loved, the one you trusted, the one whose name you would have defended with your own life. You think of how they smiled at you, how they spoke kindly, how they made you believe they would never harm you. But something dark entered their heart. Pressure. Influence. Fear. Money. Envy. And now, they have whispered your name into the ears of those who seek to punish. They have written down your name as if you were guilty. But even as they did so, their hands trembled, for they know deep inside that they are lying. And heaven sees. Heaven records. Heaven knows. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear the shadows of jail or punishment, for they are illusions built by the enemy to frighten you. The truth will outshine them. The light will expose them. But you must be awake. You must be in prayer. You must speak out loud that you are innocent, that you are protected, that heaven is your advocate. Because the words you speak now are seeds in the court of heaven. And every seed you plant will bloom into your defense. This is why God begs you for these 20 seconds. This is why heaven shakes you now. Because time is short, but grace is still present. Because the door is closing. My beloved child, I speak to you now in this moment of trembling urgency, because heaven has seen the storm that has been gathering around your name. I see how your heart beats faster when you sense that something unseen is trying to form against you. The message that flows to you right now is not to harm you but to awaken you, to steady your hands, and to show you that even in the midst of accusations, fear, and deception, you are not alone, and you will not be forsaken. I, the Lord your God, know every thought that rises in the secret chambers of the human heart, and I know who has whispered falsehoods against you. I know the dark plots, the words spoken in shadows, the papers that have been signed, the lies that have been rehearsed. You may have heard that very bad news is coming, that a false accusation has been laid at your feet, that a punishment you do not deserve is being prepared for you. You may have been told that you will be dragged away and that your loved one, the one you trusted, has turned against you. But I tell you now, as surely as the sun rises and sets, that nothing can break the protection that I have placed around you if you hold fast to me, if you turn your eyes upward and open your hands to heaven. Archangel Michael stands by your side even now. He has seen your tears. He has heard the cries that you whispered into your pillow when you thought no one could hear. He is not angry with you. He is weeping because you have been so close to despair that you have almost believed the lies about yourself. The angels are never far away. They watch over the paths of those who trust in the name of the Lord. Michael, the great defender, is not a messenger of doom for you but a protector with a flaming sword who stands between you and those who wish you harm. When a message says, "Only 7 minutes left," heaven is not threatening you but inviting you to awaken now, not later, to speak a prayer now, not tomorrow, to take the hand of God now, not after the storm breaks. This is not a trick to frighten you. This is an alarm to awaken you before the lies of others take root in your own mind. You may wonder who could betray you. You may be shocked at the possibility that someone you loved, someone you defended, someone whose secrets you held, could stand in a place of accusation against you. I know their name, says the Lord, and I know their motives. But I will not allow the dagger of betrayal to pierce you without giving you a shield of light. You are not going to jail because heaven has already issued a higher decree over your life. Your destiny is not the punishment of the innocent but the vindication of the faithful. Remember how Joseph in ancient days was accused falsely, thrown into a prison he did not deserve, but his faithfulness and his connection to me lifted him from the dungeon to the palace. That same power moves for you now. Even if papers are drawn up, even if tongues wag, even if threats are made, they will not stand, because the one who judges with perfect justice is already intervening. Do not let your heart be swallowed by fear. When you feel the tension in your chest, breathe deeply and whisper, "God is with me. I am safe." This simple prayer is not empty. It invites the presence of the one who calms storms. It invites angels to move swiftly on your behalf. It pulls your mind away from the images of punishment and plants it back into the reality of protection. Michael himself bends low to listen when you speak your prayers. Every word you utter in sincerity rises like incense before the throne. You are not a forgotten child. You are not a lost cause. You are not about to be destroyed. You are standing at the edge of a great unveiling where lies are exposed, where hidden enemies are revealed, where truth becomes your witness. It is true that there are forces that do not wish to see you rise. It is true that there are people whose envy has twisted their perception of you. It is true that papers can be signed and stories can be fabricated. But it is also true that heaven is greater than any earthly court, that angels can walk into rooms you have never seen, that hearts can be turned, that plans can be foiled, that what was meant for your destruction can become the stage for your promotion. This is why the urgency in this message does not come to terrify you but to tell you, do not delay in aligning your heart with God. Do not delay in speaking life over your situation. Do not delay in lifting your eyes. 7 minutes, 20 seconds, those are symbols of the shortness of the time between now and your breakthrough, not a countdown to doom. Beloved, I know you have been tired. I know you have wondered why your life feels like a constant series of tests. I know you have asked, God, why can't I just have peace? Why does someone always seem to be against me? And I, the Lord, answer you, because your calling is great, because your light shines bright, because your destiny threatens the plans of those who feed on darkness. But you will not be devoured. Instead, your very survival, your very faith, your very steadfastness will become a testimony that draws others to me. You are not just fighting for yourself. You are becoming a sign for many who are watching you in silence, hoping you will stand so that they too can find hope. This is why Michael is so invested in you. He sees the ripple effect of your courage. Take a deep breath. Imagine a shield of light wrapping around you, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. This is not fantasy, this is a way of cooperating with heaven. Every time you pray, every time you speak trust, that shield grows thicker. When accusations fly, they hit the shield and fall. When lies are spoken, they cannot penetrate the light. When papers are signed, they dissolve in the courts of heaven. When your enemies gather, they scatter at the sound of your faith. This is why God says to you now, do not skip this message. Not because you will be cursed, but because you will be strengthened. Not because you will be punished, but because you will be prepared. Not because you are guilty, but because you are innocent and need reassurance. The loved one who has turned against you is still loved by God. Their betrayal is born of their wounds, their fear, their jealousy, their confusion. Do not let bitterness take root in your own heart. Pray for them even as you protect yourself. Release them from your expectations even as you ask heaven to intervene. This is how you stay free. This is how you avoid the trap of hatred. This is how you rise above the accusation. As you pray, heaven will show you what to do, what to say, where to go, who to trust. You will not be left guessing. Guidance will come like a still small voice, like a sudden knowing, like a dream that stays with you after you wake. Trust it. Test it. Follow peace. Right now, even as you read these words, angels are moving. Phone calls are being interrupted. Plans are being delayed. Papers are being lost. People are having second thoughts. Consciences are being stirred. Evidence of your innocence is being uncovered. Favor is being released. The tide is turning. You cannot see all of it yet, but you will. This is the meaning of the countdown you felt. It is not a countdown to disaster, it is a countdown to divine intervention. Michael is not crying because you are doomed. He is crying because he feels your pain, but he also knows your victory, and he is urging you to hold on, to not let go, to not believe the worst. Say this out loud if you can: God is with me. I will not be afraid. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. The Lord is my defender. The angels of the Lord encamp around me. I am safe. These are not just words. They are declarations that shift the atmosphere around you. They remind your mind and your body of the truth. They open doors for heaven to act. As you finish reading this message, do not rush back into fear. Sit quietly for a few moments. Breathe slowly. Feel the presence of God filling the room. Imagine Michael standing at your door, his wings spread wide, his sword drawn. Imagine the lies falling like ash to the ground. Imagine your name being cleared. Imagine your future opening like a sunrise. This is not wishful thinking. This is aligning yourself with the promise that has been spoken over you from the beginning: I will never leave you nor forsake you. That promise is still true. That promise is stronger than any accusation. That promise will outlast every storm. So, beloved child, you are not going to be destroyed. You are not going to be imprisoned unjustly. You are not going to be abandoned. You are going to see the salvation of the Lord in the land of the living. You are going to watch as the very trap that was set for you becomes a testimony of your deliverance. You are going to rise, and when you rise, you will shine, and when you shine, others will find their way. This is why heaven is urgent. This is why Michael is calling. This is why you are reading this now. Because you matter. Because your life is not over. Because your story is still being written. Stay close to God. Pray without ceasing. Forgive quickly. Declare your safety. Receive the love that is being poured over you even now. And know this: you are safe, you are loved, you are defended, and you will be vindicated. My beloved child, listen with your whole heart, because this message is not random, it is not by accident, it is not a mere string of words appearing before your eyes. Heaven has bent low over you at this very moment, and the Spirit of God Himself has whispered your name into this revelation. The winds of the unseen world are stirring, and there is an urgency pressing upon your soul that you can feel even now. It feels like a trembling in your chest, a pulse of something eternal, a calling from the Highest One who has always loved you. God says, only 7 minutes remain before a shift happens in your atmosphere. Archangel Michael himself stands with his sword of light, crying out because he sees the darkness that has tried to surround you, and he cannot bear the thought of you ignoring the warning of heaven one more time. He has been fighting for you in realms you cannot see, battling against accusations, shadows, and plots that have been rising against you. There are words being spoken about you in secret rooms, there are papers being signed with your name written falsely, there are lips moving in the night speaking lies about you, but God says you are not forgotten. He says you are not left defenseless. He says you must hear Him now. You have been feeling the heaviness. You have sensed that something was not right. People who once smiled at you now look away. Someone you trusted deeply has been weaving a story about you, a story so dangerous it could destroy your reputation, your freedom, your peace. God reveals to you that a loved one, someone whose face you know, someone whose voice you have heard, someone you once embraced with trust, has spoken a false accusation against you. This is not to terrify you but to awaken you. The enemy has always tried to use those close to you because he cannot reach you from afar. But hear the voice of the Lord, "You are mine, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. I am your defender. I am your shield. I am your advocate. I am the one who sees what they are plotting in the darkness, and I am exposing it now." Archangel Michael has seen their plans. He has been dispatched to stand between you and the arrows of betrayal. He is crying loudly because he knows that if you keep ignoring the signs, the false accusation may reach the ears of those in authority. But God says, "I beg you, child, not to skip this moment. Pray now. Trust me now. Call upon me now. Heaven is not silent. The Lord of hosts, the Creator of all things, has bent his ear toward your cry. He knows your innocence. He knows your heart. He knows every detail of your life. Nothing that is whispered about you behind closed doors can stay hidden from his sight. God says the darkness will not prevail, but you must stand in faith, in prayer, and in trust. Do not panic. Do not fear. Do not let the words of the enemy shake you. You are safe under his wings. You are hidden in his secret place. You are protected by his mighty hand. Right now, in the unseen, angels are moving. They are moving papers, they are moving hearts, they are moving circumstances. Someone who was about to believe the lie about you is being touched by the Spirit to question it. Someone who was about to sign something against you is hesitating because they feel something they cannot explain. This is the power of God intervening because of His love for you. You have cried alone. You have asked, "Lord, why is this happening? Why am I under attack? Why am I being misunderstood?" And the Lord replies, "Because you are chosen, because your destiny is great, because there is a crown waiting for you, because there is a calling on your life so powerful that the enemy trembles. He has tried to smear you, to break you, to confuse you, but I have placed my hand upon you, and I will not let you be taken." Feel the weight of His words. Let them sink into your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply. In these moments of fear and accusation, the natural tendency is to run, to fight, to defend yourself in your own strength. But God says, "Be still, and know that I am God. I will fight for you. I will reveal the truth. I will make a way where there is no way. The pit they dug for you they themselves will fall into. The net they spread for your feet will catch them instead. For I am your righteousness. I am your vindication. The tears of Archangel Michael are not tears of despair but of urgency. He knows that your breakthrough is close, but your faith must not fail. This is the time to pray like never before, to trust like never before, to speak the word like never before. Repeat after him in your spirit now, God is my defender. God is my shield. God knows the truth. God fights for me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Say it again until your spirit feels stronger. Heaven hears every whisper. Heaven records every prayer. Heaven responds to faith. Even now, as you read, light is pouring over you, wrapping you like a mantle, like a cloak of protection. Even now, confusion is lifting off you. Even now, courage is rising in your heart. Even now, angels are encamping around your dwelling. Even now, the false words are beginning to unravel, the lies are being exposed, the hidden documents are being brought into the light. The ones who plotted against you will not prevail because the hand of God is stronger than any human scheme. God wants you to know this also: the one who falsely accused you is not beyond his reach. He knows their name. He knows their motive. He knows their pain and their darkness. He is also calling them to repentance. Pray for them, even as you protect yourself. Forgive them in your heart, even as you stand firm in the truth. This is how you rise above the trap. This is how you remain free in spirit even if the enemy tries to chain you with lies. Heaven's court has already declared you innocent. Heaven's judge has already ruled in your favor. The cross of Christ has already paid for your vindication. Nothing on earth can overrule what heaven has decreed. The 7 minutes spoken of are symbolic of an urgent window. It is the Spirit's way of telling you that time is of the essence, not for your destruction but for your decision to stand, to pray, to trust. In 20 seconds of sincere prayer, the atmosphere can change. In one heartfelt cry, angels can be dispatched. In one whisper of faith, the hand of God can move mightily. This is why the message feels so urgent. This is why the words carry such weight. This is why your heart is racing as you read. Heaven is calling you to respond, not with fear but with faith, not with panic but with prayer, not with despair but with trust. The same God who parted the Red Sea for his people will part the waters of accusation before you. The same God who shut the lions' mouths for Daniel will silence the mouths of those lying about you. The same God who turned the enemy's plots into blessings for Joseph will turn this situation into a testimony for you. You will not be destroyed.